Hey everybody, Substatica here. In this video, we are going to be having a look at a couple of products from Syntech, the head strap and battery pack for the MetaQuest 3 and 3S, and the Syntech XR headset backpack. I'd like to thank Syntech for providing these for us to have a look at. And if you're interested in purchasing either the XR headset backpack or the head strap and battery pack for the MetaQuest 3 and 3S, you can get $5 off by using coupon code Substatica. Before we dive into it, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 100,000 subscribers, and I would love to have you on the team. Also like, share, leave a comment, let me know what you think of these VR accessories or any VR accessories that you've tried. And if you're interested in getting 10 to 20% off your MetaQuest games and apps, or 10% off one-shot energy products, you can use the links in the description, and you'll be supporting this channel and my modding efforts at the same time. Let's go over the details of each of these, and then we'll have a closer look at each one separately. Now, according to Syntech, the XR headset backpack is the first backpack designed for MR devices. It has a large capacity and well-partitioned storage. It's waterproof, scratchproof, anti-collision, and made of dustproof sturdy materials. It's perfect for short distance travel and daily commuting, and retails for $99.99 USD. The Syntech head strap and battery pack for the MetaQuest 3 and 3S is designed for the MetaQuest 3 and 3S. It ensures a snug, seamless fit for maximum stability, extended gaming sessions. It has a detachable 10,000 milliamp battery, which increases playtime by up to 50%. It offers pressure-free comfort made from breathable materials and gravity balanced to reduce facial strain. It provides easy and secure adjustments through a top strap and rotating knob at the back that allow precise customization, and it retails for $59.99 USD. Now let's start off by unboxing and having a closer look at the head strap and battery pack. Okay, it looks like we've got the instructions printed on the box, which is kind of cool. This strap feels like leather or PU leather. We've got our Syntech battery here. Input output, that says. USB Type C. Got L for left, R for right, and then some Velcro here, seems like. Put that there for now. I like this orange cable. It's unique. There we've got a 90-degree on both ends, male to male USB Type C cable with cable management. Then we have another overhead strap, which kind of looks like the Vision Pro strap. Nice soft cushion. Seems like maybe memory foam. And we've got these grip dots as well. User manual, quite thick. Got our silica packet. I like to save all these, and I put them in a Ziploc in case any of my devices get water on them. I put them in that Ziploc with all of the silica packets that I've collected. Here we have the hard plastic frame of the strap with support arms and adjustment dial. Please remove the silicone protective plug before installing on the Quest 3. So this is the 3.5mm headphone jack for the Quest 3, but the Quest 3S doesn't have that, so you could probably leave that plug in for the Quest 3S. Let's go ahead and install it on a Meta Quest 3S. I've already taken off the stock head strap, so we're just going to have to remove this facial interface and we'll get to installing. That's cool. I didn't realize at first that this cushion is actually affixed with Velcro. So once we have the strap in the proper place, we can remove this and place it where we feel it will work the best. All right, there we have the strap and battery affixed and assembled on a Meta Quest 3S. I actually like the color of the cable, and the gray kind of gives it a Lone Echo kind of Half-Life Alyx feel to it. let's go ahead and have a look at the backpack, and then I'll give both of them a try and get back to you with my thoughts. First off, this backpack is huge. It's a little big for my unboxing setup, but we're going to do our best here. It is quite rigid. The materials are a combination of seemingly waterproof along the zippers. We've got kind of a leather material here, and then more of a canvas gray there. And this feels more like a nylon. And then on the back, we've got breathable mesh with some cushioning. The stitching seems good. The straps seem well made. Overall, the quality seems really good. Zipper action is smooth. There's kind of a texturized leather rubber material on the bottom here. So if you're putting it down on the ground, it's protected. On the side, we've got pocket there. I can't tell if there's another pocket on the side. No, that's just expansion area. There's kind of an elastic here. So you could put a water bottle in there maybe. And then that opens. We've got a mesh pocket here. We've got 3 mesh pockets here. Another zipper and a pocket there. So we've got kind of some hidden compartments. Seems like we have the same on the other side. Oh, no, that opens to the interior of the backpack. But we do have a mesh pocket on that flap. That's pretty cool. So we have quick access. You can see we have a hard bottom flap here. And then we'll have to see how rigid the bag is once I remove this cushion, this air pillow inside. We've got a water-resistant pass-through port for headphones or charging. That's kind of a flat pocket. Okay, we've got a user guide for our backpack, which is pretty cool. This looks like it would be for the XR headset. I'm guessing this is protection for the lenses. So you would put this soft portion up against your headset lenses so that they're protected from anything shifting around in the pack. All right, I had a quick look at the manual, actually very helpful. This whole thing comes out. So it looks like it's configurable for a bunch of different headsets, whether you have a Vision Pro or a Meta Quest or a variety of different head straps that go with those headsets. So what it seems like for the Meta Quest, with the Syntech battery pack head strap is that we're supposed to remove the battery. We can put the battery in this mesh compartment. Then we can place the headset like that, and we can secure it with that strap as well. And our VR headset is safely tucked away, not even in the main portion of the backpack. And here we have the backpack fully open. Not as much space as I was expecting in this particular pocket. So the depth of the headset takes up most of the depth of the backpack, although we have another compartment underneath the headset that we haven't filled yet. This is more for a laptop, and then we've got some accessory pockets here. It's nice and soft. And we've got a pocket on the flap here. This has some cushion to it, some thickness. And because of the pads on the back of the backpack, it's going to protect whatever laptop you're putting in here, or electronics, I suppose. All right, how do we get to that lower level? Was it this one? I like that this backpack is kind of sneaky. Yeah. Another pillow in there. Gives you a bit of an idea of what you can fit inside. And pretty dark in there. Let's see if I can use something for scale, like this Substatica mug. So that goes in there with plenty of space, so you can see how deep that is. I'll put a link to this mug in the description. And this bottom kind of cushioned hard plate, it's not that hard, let's say rigid, kind of flaps up for some reason. Maybe for storage of the backpack, or you could hide something under there, I suppose. This backpack has some mysteries, not gonna lie. And it's a really cool design. We've got our headset is now up here, but then the lower portion is accessed from the side here. And then we have the back portion, which I just showed, for mainly a laptop, it would seem. That is a very cool backpack from Syntech. Once again, retailing for $99.99, which is pretty reasonable for a backpack of this quality and size. And if you use the links in the description, you'll get $5 off of that. And you'll be supporting this channel at the same time. Now I'm going to go charge up the battery, see how it performs, see how the head strap feels, and get back to you with my thoughts. All right, I've charged the battery, I've tried out the battery, I've tried out the head strap, I've tried out the backpack, so let's talk about it. First off, let's talk about the fit. Once set up, I found the head strap really comfortable, but the setup was a bit tricky because we've got two straps to deal with here. To set it up, I recommend undoing this Velcro, maybe even taking this cushion off, undo the charge cable so that you can expand it enough to accommodate your head. Put the headset on with the head strap, and then once you've got it in a comfortable position, then reaffix these Velcro straps, and then you can take it off, put the cushion on, and do some small adjustments. The counterweight of the battery does help to keep the pressure off of your face, which is great. Though I did find this part of the head strap a little bit wide for my head, but that's going to vary person to person. And in a lot of cases, it's better to have a little more space than not enough. Now, initially I had the cable kind of routed around and into the battery, but once the head strap has been expanded, there's not really enough length for that. I also went ahead and routed the battery cable under the strap and under this Velcro portion of the back strap. Now, I know it's kind of silly, but it really does look great to me. I love the color scheme. I love the gray and the orange. It brings something a little different to these black and white headsets. Now let's talk about the battery. One thing I didn't realize at first is that the battery has 3 LEDs, and they represent 1/3 of the battery's life. So that helps you to judge how much is left to charge or how much is left in the battery. Now the battery took somewhere between 2 and 3 hours to charge fully, and then it provided 1.5 to 2 hours of extra playtime on the Quest 3S. Now you do have the option of purchasing extra batteries at $35.99 USD, and they come with a lifetime warranty from Syntech, and that's going to allow you to hot swap the batteries out for really unlimited playtime, depending on how many extra batteries you want to purchase. Now, having to unplug the battery and plug it back in when doing that type of hot swap with batteries is not ideal. On the upside, I didn't find it too difficult to disconnect the battery or reconnect it without removing the headset. So all in all, a pretty good offering from Syntech for $59.99, the comfort head strap and the 10,000 milliamp battery. And if you use the link in the description, you're going to get $5 off of that, and you'll be supporting this channel. Let's go ahead and talk about the backpack. I found the backpack roomy and comfortable to wear. It has a lot of cushioning so that you don't really feel the weight of the backpack. One thing to note is that it does not have a strap across the chest. Personally, I find those annoying most of the time, but it is worth noting in case that's something that you use. An important thing to note about the backpack is that it is not a hard shell. It is not a case. It is semi-rigid, it does have a form, and it has a lot of padding that is going to keep the contents safe, but it is not like a hard shell suitcase. I really like the amount and variety of compartments in the backpack, and I really like that you can fit a laptop and your VR headset, meaning if you have a gaming laptop, you basically have PC VR on the go, all in one backpack. And everything is protected with these cushions and semi-rigid frame of the backpack, as well as it being waterproof, scratch-proof, and anti-collision. Not entirely sure what anti-collision means, but it's got it. One of the things that I really like about the backpack is that it's highly configurable. As far as I can tell, all of the rigid panels in the backpack, the separators, are affixed with Velcro. So you can remove the center rigid panel and combine the upper cavity with the lower cavity and just have one big space in the backpack. As well as there is a panel at the bottom of the backpack that can be flapped up. I think I showed you that. As well as there is a smaller panel in the upper cavity of the backpack that can be moved around and affixed in different places with the Velcro. So there you have it. 2 really cool offerings from Syntech. Once again, I'd like to thank Syntech for sending these for us to have a look at. If you're interested in purchasing the backpack or the head strap and battery pack, you can use the links in the description for $5 off, and you'll be supporting this channel at the same time. If you haven't already, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 100,000 subscribers, and I'd love to have you on the team. Also like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the backpack or the head strap and battery pack, or any VR accessories that you've tried. And if you're interested in getting 10 to 20% off your Meta Quest games and apps, or 10% off one-shot energy products, you can use the links in the description. And again, you'll be supporting this channel and my modding efforts at the same time. It really does help, and it really is appreciated. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.